Happy birthday. Happy 70th birthday. From all of us here. And everywhere there are people who are happy about your birthday, which is a lot of places. And of course they couldn't all be here, but you're gonna see that what we did to bring them here was to, everybody's recorded, some people have recorded little videos like this one, to say hello, to give you best wishes on your 70th birthday. I'm sorry, I keep saying 70. It's funny because nobody thinks of you as 70. Seriously, nobody ever thinks of you as 70. I've been with you for almost 30 years, and I fall in love with you. I see your face, I fall in love again. I see your face, I fall in love again. A very high percentage of the time when I see your face, that's what happens. And so I love you, we love you very much, and we are happy. I hope you have a glass of red wine in your hand right now, or maybe champagne, and that everyone else does too, except for the kids, because that wouldn't be appropriate. They'll probably have juice or maybe milk, chocolate milk. So we've got other people on their way. Oh, I just heard you're coming in upstairs. So I've got to put this down and say happy birthday. Here we go. So happy birthday.
Hi Phyllis, it's me, your favorite secretary from the Havemeyer building. First of all, happy 70th birthday. Where did the time go? It seems like just yesterday I was scheduling like 80 IEP meetings a week, and you, being a true Gemini, managed to attend them all and made it look easy. I think you did this because you genuinely love kids. You get them. I don't know if I ever said thank you back when it was happening, but I owe you and Dan a big thank you for all that you did, which enabled Stevie to go back to school when he had screws in his face. Remember those days? Well, anyway, thank you. And even more importantly, a few years after that, Phyllis, you attended a teacher observation at a classroom where Stevie happened to be. And you alerted me to the fact that he was literally falling asleep in class, and I had no idea. So at your urging, we looked into it, and it turns out he had extremely severe sleep apnea, like the dangerous type. So that was corrected with one more surgery, and he went on to college, and now he's living a very enjoyable life. And I owe it all to you. So Phyllis, thank you, and have a happy, happy birthday. Talk to you soon.
Hi, Phil. I planned to do some fancy, creative stuff, but here I am in the car, like we usually are when we talk. Just wanted to wish you the happiest of happy birthdays. 70 is hardly your speed limit, so I'm looking forward to the rest of the ride, doing it together. Love you so much, and look forward to celebrating together soon.
Phyllis, as I've told you on many occasions, and now we'll just have to tell you once again, you are a life changer. It was first your very big-hearted husband, Dan, who took an extra interest in Jessie, even when Jessie had already moved on from the middle school to the high school. He knew how Jessie was basically stagnant in a setting that was too restrictive in Scarsdale High School, and that's where you came in. Dan expressed his concern, which echoed my concern, and then he told me I just had to meet his crusader wife, Phyllis. That advice changed our lives forever, and certainly changed Jessie's life. You educated Rob and I on inclusive education, and holding that bar really high on what Jessie's testing indicated, and that he was in a too restrictive, outdated placement. You gave us articles to read, books to read. One of the articles included the 2010 document from New York State Ed about the IEP certificate, and where we learned that was really much too restrictive for Jessie. And we learned so much else. You met with us and Jessie, and you talked to me so many times on the phone, to the point where I finally decided enough was enough, and we got Jessie moved to a new school. I remember the first day in Eastchester High School when the team there, the school psychologist and guidance counselor, met with us and were absolutely on board with holding the bar high, giving him inclusive education on the local diploma track. And they had this very positive mindset, like a real can-do mindset. And it was there, of course, that Jesse was able to earn a local high school diploma. We felt that first day when we met the guidance counselor and school psychologist, we had entered paradise. And felt that way until Jesse graduated at 20 years old, to, I must say, a roaring ovation from staff and peers. At that point on, the trajectory of his life had changed forever, and Phyllis, you had a huge role in that, really huge. Now fast forward, he's a sophomore at Westchester Community College, just finished his sophomore year. He was just inducted into the Alpha Chi Epsilon Society for getting A's and B's, first in his developmental courses and then in his mainstream classes. So it was for academic achievement. He was also nominated by faculty to be an orientation leader, and now he's functioning as a family orientation leader, giving tours to families and all around the campus and answering questions and showing them clubs, etc. Great opportunity for him. Of course, he's going for his associate's degree in accounting, and then he wants to transfer and get his BS at another university, because that will get him further in his career. And of course, he's going for his AFA certifications in Zumba, yoga, step, etc. Hopefully one day you'll be able to take one of his classes. So he looks at life now as one big open opportunity. Sky's the limit. He dreams big, as we do too. We couldn't have done it without you. I also want to include that you introduced us to Laura Cosgrove, who has worked with Jesse for years, as you know, life skills, schoolwork, when he was studying for the Regents, organizational skills, technology skills, you name it. She's a force of nature, just like you. Phyllis, it's not about the number, but it's about your energy and spirit. You have tons of that. And you are an amazing person, an amazing advocate, an educational advocate. And we will always, and we wish you a wonderful birthday. All sorts of great times ahead with your wonderful husband, Dan, your family that I know you love a lot, and friends. We wish you many travels and wonderful times at your lakeside home. We love you. Happy, happy birthday.
Happy to be with you on your birthday, electronically. And your friendship means so much to me personally and to us as a couple. And you've been such a dear friend to me in some of my darkest and happiest moments. And I'm just so grateful for you. So I picked you this nice bouquet. Can you see? We've got poppies and irises and peonies and lilac and clematis and catmint and last but not least, bleeding heart. You know what I'm talking about. So these flowers reminded me of you because you are strong and beautiful and colorful and delicate, and you bring me a lot of joy. Oh, Ken.
Who are we talking about?
Phyllis.
Oh, Phyllis!
Hi.
Happy birthday, Phyllis. Well, in this season of Trump, all these superlatives have been stolen, but I'm going to steal some of them back. You are fabulous, you're extraordinary, and you have a gorgeous big heart, and we love you for it.
And
Happy
Reggie wants
birthday.
to say hi. Reggie. Look, Reggie. There you go.
He's too moved.
We love you, Phyllis.
Happy
Mwah.
birthday.
We want to see you soon. Miss you.
Phyllis, I couldn't possibly do this in less than an hour to tell you how wonderful you are. I don't think I got that much time, but I could. You are an amazing, amazing friend. You are one of the most fabulous cooks I know, one of the most generous persons I have ever met in my entire life. The support that you've given me, my kids, my extended family, I mean, you are part of our family. You are just so, so amazing. To be a part of you celebrating your birthday, I feel honored. I'm honored to be your friend. Dan, you're lucky to have her as a wife. Your kids, your grandkids, to have you in your life, you just enrich everything that you do by who you are. You are just so very special to me, and I can't wait to hug you and tell you happy birthday in person. With much love, I love you so much, Phyllis.
The
Bye.
top 10, no, 15 things we love about Grammy. She's kind and caring. 1. She's very thoughtful. 2. Her hugs. 3. She is confident and convincing. 4. Her brisket. 5. How smart she is. 6. She has a great laugh. 7. She is creative. 8. She likes margaritas. 9. She is a great cook. 12. 12. Her strength. And 11.
Good.
Her chopped liver. 1, 2. Her passion and empathy. 1, 5. How much we love her. 4, 1.
I may have a shiksa wife, but she made sure I ended up with a Jewish mother-in-law.
Happy birthday, Grammy.
Happy birthday, Grammy. We love you.
Hey, Phyllis. I'm going to offer you the lyrics from the song that's on Teresa's license plate. It says Bloom, B-L-O-O-M. May your wounds be deep enough, they make you stronger when they heal. May they not be quite so deep that it's a hurt you'll always feel. May your trials last long enough that the lesson is thoroughly learned, but not so long at a cost so strong that you forget what you have earned. And may the night be short, and the light come soon, and the winter pass, and summer see you bloom. And when life's little god of circumstance does with you just what it will, may you find a friend who in the end will always love you still. May the ones you find who love know you for who you truly are, and the ones you find who hate know you not even from afar. And may the night be short, and the light come soon, and the winter pass, and summer see you bloom. Love you.
Hi, Phyllis. Happy birthday. We're so glad we're given the opportunity to participate in your special tribute.
All right, so let's talk about our tribute.
Gosh. Anyway, Laura and I are doing this tribute to you by ourselves. We're filming it ourselves with my arm because it would be too difficult to find anybody that could do it for us.
They would need accommodations,
Oh,
modifications. Where would they do it? Would they start in the office or come out to a separate location, or could they just be flexible?
Do they need time and a half, or do they need double time? It just creates so much. Laura and I knew that we could do it better than nobody else can, because I learned that from Laura, that she does everything the best.
And I learned it from Phyllis. Phyllis has taught us everything we know.
Yes.
We also have talked about, for this video, do we need to measure arm length?
Do we? I don't know.
Distance from computer.
The lighting in the room, is that an accommodation?
What accommodation do we need? Maybe we just need to send out written prior notice.
Because they would benefit from that, but I don't know if they really need it.
Is
They
it
would
required?
They would benefit, Laura. Don't argue with me. Anyway, it was just easier to do ourselves. So this is our tribute to you, Phyllis. Happy birthday. We hope to see you soon.
We miss you terribly.
Yes.
Hope you enjoy your day.
Happy birthday.
Hi, Aunt Phyllis. Happy birthday. We hope you have the most amazing birthday of all time. Charlotte, do you have anything you want to say?
Happy birthday, Aunt Phyllis. We all love you so much.
Sophie, anything you want to say? Aw, very good. Happy birthday, Phyllis. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Phyllis, thanks for everything you've done for all of us. Happy birthday. We hope you have a great day and a special night. Thanks.
Happy birthday, Phyllis. Can't wait to see you this summer and celebrate. we'll have to be at your house, of course, and yes, you will be cooking, even though it'll be your birthday celebration, because you got to do what you do. I'll help with the dishes, so, I'll got to do what I do. And I can't wait to be there next time and enjoy your great cooking and all the great conversation and laughs. And thank you. You've been such a huge part of introducing me to New England and New York and just, my whole life out here. So I couldn't even begin to say what you've meant. You've played such a unique role in my life and Kathy's life, and like I said, we just really can't wait to see you and have fun soon. All right, love you, Phyllis. Happy birthday.
Hey, Phyllis. Happy birthday. I cannot believe you're 70. That just doesn't seem right. That number sounded wrong to me when I saw it, because you look marvelous. Anyway, just wanted to say what a good friend you've been to us, and how thankful we are to have you in our lives, and the help that you gave us with Abby, and also now with your coaching with Lindsay as of recent was really fantastic. And just wanted to say thank you, and here's to you. Happy birthday. Many, many more.
So 3 great things that I love about Phyllis are her generosity. All the times I've visited the house in Norwalk or the lake house or the house in Albany, I don't think I've ever left without food or books, which are my 2 favorite things, so that's great. Second one is she's been a great role model as a professional woman, so thank you for that one. And third thing is her joy of her passion for life. You can't talk to Phyllis without hearing about a great new movie or a wonderful book she read or an interesting podcast or a new restaurant or even just a fantastic walk with Ruby. So that's wonderful. So happy birthday, Phyllis.
Hey, Phyllis. Happy birthday. I love having you as a sister-in-law. You are a really great person to chat with, a great friend, and you've been a wonderful mother for Rebecca and can share all your recipes and teach her how to cook because I can't. So have a wonderful birthday.
Hi, Phil. Happy birthday. Oh my God, I miss you every day and think of you all the time, and can't believe it has been this long since I've seen you. But I wanted to make sure that I said happy birthday to one of the most amazing women I've ever had in my life, and someone who's made such a huge difference in who I am and who I want to be, and you're just so special, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope that we can actually get together soon. So have a great birthday. Love you. Bye-bye.
So I was walking by Schubert Alley the other day after a show, and across the street from me was the St. James Theater, which is the theater where we saw Nathan Lane in A Funny Thing Happened on the way to the Forum when I was 11. And I realized that I remember probably almost everything about that afternoon. We went out to lunch before the show, and I remember we were just talking about theater and musicals, and you mentioned how, Dad doesn't really like musicals, except maybe if we went to see something by Stephen Sondheim, he would enjoy it. And then I remember when we got into the theater and we opened up the program, and lo and behold, the show was written by Stephen Sondheim. And I had never heard his name before. I didn't know who he was. And that turned out to be an important thing in my life. I also remember after the show, I wanted to go meet Nathan Lane, and he wasn't coming out, and so there were these people who were sort of pushing in backstage through the stage door and demanding to see him, and the stage manager came out and was kind of apologetically saying, Mr. Lane is taking a nap, he won't be coming out. And the people ahead of us were saying that's rude and it's inappropriate, and he, owes it to people to come out and give autographs. And I remember you saying, he's exhausted and he has another show tonight and he's human. And it's kind of a perspective that I never really thought about, this idea that the people on the stage are real and they get exhausted and they are working as hard as everyone else. And it really struck me, as well as the show itself, which was, of course, amazing and hilarious. And I know it wasn't the first Broadway show that I ever saw, but I feel like that was the day that I really became a theater goer, which I wouldn't be without you. Anyway, happy birthday. I love you.
Happy birthday to my old sister-in-law, Phyllis, who managed to get to 70 before I did by a couple of months. I want to thank you for being such a wonderful sister to me. You've been helped me through some really tough times, and I don't know what I would have done without you. And I love you, and I know that anytime I can pick up the phone and talk to you, and it's like we talked yesterday, even if it's been 6 months. So have a wonderful birthday. I love you.
Happy birthday, Phil. It's amazing to me when I think about the fact that we've been separated by 3,000 miles for nearly 37 years. And that's 4.5 times the amount of time that we had together in New York. And yet it seems like you've always been here with me. I wish we were together right now, maybe sitting on the hood of some stranger's car, so we could write new lyrics to old songs, this time just about us and all those years. During the time we were both in New York, I remember, maybe it was Pat or Kevin, asking why we seemed to have to talk to each other every day when we were working together all day long. And I remember that I didn't understand the question. I don't really need pictures to jump back to all the memories that we share, although I treasure those pictures too. But I think about camp, where we first bonded over the kids, and the first trip to Palmyra, and then to Acapulco, twice to San Francisco, once for days, once for nights, Boston, Venice Beach, South Beach in Miami, Chicago, all the places that we've been together. And then I also think of the Saturdays and maybe driving up to Connecticut and looking at antiques or just talking all day over lunch somewhere, possibly Bloomie's, where froyo was the new thing. And we had a lot of that while making fun of some of the latest clothes and buying others, and going to discount stores together and pretty much sharing our lives, all of it. And sometimes our men. And then I think of the parties, the 2 amazing ones that you engineered somehow for me as surprises, and the incredible surprise that Dan engineered for you 10 years ago. The memory of your face when you saw us is forever emblazoned on my memory. I'll never forget. And so, before the luxury of cell phones and back when we were together, you were there for me for the silly, like the great perm fail in San Francisco that the fog made only worse, or hustle lessons in the Catskills, or just laughing together about so many things. When I was on sabbatical and stayed with you guys for a week, I remember Dan talking about what a pleasure it was to come up the stairs from his studio, hearing laughter floating down from the kitchen. You can always make me laugh. And you've been there for all the joyous things. We've been there for each other. You were there, of course, for my wedding, being the best maid of honor ever, wearing a dress you hated, but there nevertheless. And I was there for yours, not wearing a dress I hated, but hugely pregnant. And hug parties at Westfield and Chautauqua with all our kids together, and my mom and dad sitting around the pool, someone falling asleep in their spaghetti in the fisherman's restaurant on the lake. Oh, and the heartbreaking times. I think first, of course, of John's illness, and the three of us walking back to that dump that was Martha's apartment across the park. That was our comic relief, exploring the strangeness of her existence. And then, of course, towards the end, and when he finally died, you were there. And that whole week and beyond, you were there for anything Jim or I might need, any way you could help, in spite of the great loss that I know you were feeling at the same time. Oh, there's too much to say in 5 minutes or 3 minutes or any number of minutes, 1,000 minutes. I guess that what I really want you to know is that I never have had a friend anything like you, and I know I never will. Both of us have great friends, but what you and I share is beyond that, and always will be. And maybe one of these days we'll be sharing some of that more in person, more often than we've been able to. I've always known that you would be there for me when I needed you, to give me joy, to give me peace, or just to be present with me when I needed you. And I hope you know that that's true for me as well, always. So, you're never going to get rid of me, Zig. You're in my heart, you're in my head, you're in my bones. And we'll always be together. You've been here with me for heartbreaking times, and I wish sometimes that I could have been more present at those moments, especially this year for you. But you know I was with you, even if I wasn't right next to you. So, you can't get rid of me, Phil. We're family. We'll always be. And I love you. Happy birthday.